Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today on this video I'm going to be teaching you how to customize your WordPress admin login page to look something like this. Before we go further, I want to show you what the WordPress admin page looks like by default. So as you can see, this is it. We have the WordPress logo here. Here we have a different logo that's like your company or your organization's logo, and this is the normal contact form. We have a different style of contact form here. They load your password and go to the website links are also there, and then we have social icons here, but we don't have some here. So the normal WordPress admin login page, it's not fancy. You can't customize it. You can't add a background image or add a background color or add your own logo. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to customize it completely to look as fancy as this using a simple and free plugin. It's going to be a very simple process, so stay tuned and watch the full video. So let's begin. Alright guys, so the plugin which we are going to be using to customize our admin login page from this to this is called the admin custom login plugin. This plugin is on the WordPress repository, and there is a pro version which gives more features, but in this video we are going to be using the free version. So to install it, just click on plugins, click on add new over here, then here in the search box type in admin custom login, and the plugin should pop up over here. So just click install now and then click activate to activate the plugin. So now once the plugin is successfully activated, you see over here as AC login, so just click on it, and then clicking on this will take you to the admin custom login dashboard. So I'm going to take you through everything step by step so that we can customize our admin login page to look something like this over here. So the first thing which we're going to be doing is we're going to be enabling the whole thing so that it can start working or it can take action on our page. And to just get a quick look of what our admin login page looks like, you can click preview over here and then it will show it to you. So right now this is what it looks like. So let's come back, let's go to background design first of all. Now for the background, there are two options for the free version. You can select a background color. So let me just show that to you real quick. Just let's say I choose blue. So let's say blue is my background color. I just need to click on save changes, and as you can see they'll bring a message. So just go here and refresh, then the background image is gone and we have a background color. So you can choose a background color as your background, or you can choose an image. These are the two options for the free version. But if you have the pro version, there is something called the background slides. You can choose multiple images and they'll be just sliding, stuff like a slideshow as your background. So if you get the pro version, you get that option, but for the free version it's not there. So if you choose background image, I have a background image. In this one, this is the background image I'm going to be using. So to choose that, just select background image in these options, come here, click upload, and here click select files, go to where it's saved. Mine is on my desktop, so I'll click this, click open, and then over here by default it will be on medium, so select full size, then click insert into post, then here click save changes. So now once you've saved it, when you come here and you refresh, you should have the background over here. So now the next thing which we are going to be doing is we are going to be changing the login form settings. Now we come to login form. Now there's default and then there's floating, and now with the floating option you can choose it to be on the left. For example, if I choose left and I click save changes and I go here and I refresh, you can see that the login form will come to the left. If I choose right, the same thing will happen to go to the right, and then center will bring it to the middle of the page. And if you choose floating with customization, you can edit the margins and the paddings and everything, but here we're just going to be using floating with center. So now we can come to the background. So for the login form itself, this white form that you see here, it can have a background image and a background color too. So for the background color, by default we are going to be using white, but if you wanted an image, you just click on static background image, then you upload it, either by entering the link or uploading it from your PC. So that's basically what you can do for the login forms background. So yeah, we're just going to be using a color. Now for the login form opacity, if you reduce this, the login form's color will sort of like become a little bit transparent. So for example, if I set it to 5 right now and I go to the page and I refresh, as you can see, the color of it is becoming a little bit more transparent. So the one which we are using here is not transparent at all. So I'll come back to this and I set it to 9 and then click save changes. We don't want any overlay effects for this one, so we are going to leave that on. The login form width, we can also leave that as default, but if you want yours longer, all you have to do is drag this. So I'm going to leave it at 358. That was its default value, and I think you can only drag it to 300 and let's just do it at 356. Now you can have a border for your login form. So for the border color, let's say I wanted blue as a border color. So if I choose this and I click save changes and I go here and I refresh, you see that now I have a blue border color around the login form. You can increase the thickness of this border. So if I were to increase it to, like, let's say 10 and save changes, you see that the border will become a little bit bigger and bolder. So like as you can see, that's what's happening here. The border radius, if I reduce it, it will make the edges of it more like a square, and when you increase it, it will become curved over here. So as you can see, now I've reduced it like a square. So now I'm going to send this back to its default value, and then the border thickness, we're going to reduce it to 4. We don't want a border color for what we are copying from, so we'll just leave our own as white, and then we'll click save changes. But if you ever wanted to use a border color, that's how you go about it. We don't want a form shadow, but we want the form's language feature, so in case someone speaks a different language from English, they can change. We don't want the form shadow color. Now the username or email field label text, they are talking about the text over here, so you can change it to just, let's say you just wanted username to be over there, so you can remove all of this and I click save changes, and if I go to the page and I refresh, username only will appear here. So you can do the same for the password. Now inside it, you can see type username or password, or email. So inside it, you can just remove the email and then be like type username, click save changes, go back. When you refresh, it will only be type username. So you can do the same for the password fields over here. Now for the login button text, as you can see, we have login over here. So if you don't want the text inside to be login, let's say you want it to be sign in, you can type sign in over here, click save changes, come over here, refresh, and that's what you see, it has changed to sign in. So let's scroll down to the message font color. So in case a person wants to like type a message like to the company, this is what you choose to be inside like the placeholder. And for the color too, you can change it over here. Most of this here is not important, so we're going to leave the login settings and then go to font settings. So now for the headline font color, the headlines are basically these things: username, password, remember me. These are the headlines. So if I wanted a different color, let's say maybe red, I can click save changes, go back here, refresh, and then as you can see, they've changed. So as what we want to use in this video is black. So for the headline font color, we want black. Now for the input font color, we want something a little bit lighter, like ash. So we'll drag this over here from the black to around this side, and then we'll click save changes. Now the link color, the links are these two things that you see here. So to change them, we can also come to the color and then choose black. So as you can see over here in the tutorial that we are copying from, what we have here is black. So we are going to go back here and then choose black as the color. Now for the button color, what we are copying from, the background of the button is black and then the text inside is yellow. So we are going to choose the button color to be black, and then the login button font color, that's the text inside, we're going to choose it to be yellow. So just drag it to yellow over here and it should be good to go. So now for the headline font size, the headlines are these things. So if I wanted to increase the size to, let's say, 20 pixels, I'll just type 20, or you can drag it if you like, 20 pixels, and then click save changes, and then come here, refresh, and you'll see that they will increase. So we want ours to be at 15, the default value, so we just drag it to 15 and then click save changes. So you come here and we refresh. As you can see, now they are back at 15. So now for the input font size, the input is what you're going to type inside here. So for the input font size, we can reduce it or increase it similar as we did to the headline font size. So you can increase it or decrease it. We're going to leave us at the default value to 17. You can do similar for the link font size and the button font size. If you don't want to show this remember me field, you can select no here and they will take it away. But in the one we are copying from, we have it there, so we want to keep it. And go scrolling down, show back to site link. It is this thing that you have here, go to Allegro. So we want to keep ours there because it's from what we are copying from. Now the copyright link text, if you come to ours, it's not there, so we can click no, and then for the link shadow too, I think we have a link shadow, so we can leave it on, but the link shadow color, don't touch it. So now for the headline font style, we have to change the font to your preferred fonts. Me, I prefer to use Noto Sans and Montserrat and Open Sans because they're my favorites. I would have liked to use Poppin, but Poppin is not in this list. So for the headline font style, I'm going to go with Noto Sans over here. For the input font style, I'm going to choose Montserrat. To just scroll till you see Montserrat over here. Link font style, Open Sans is the default font style for it, so it should be selected, but if you can't see, just scroll and you find Open Sans over here. And then for the button font style, the same fashion, scroll down and choose Noto Sans. Enable input box icon. These are the icons that you see here, the user and then the key. So I'm going to leave them the way they are because we also have it on the one that we are copying from. So just click save changes here, come here, refresh, and everything should be normal. So after we are done with the font settings, and we can go to logo settings. So here, if you have your own custom logo, you can upload it. I'm going to show you guys how to create a logo quickly. Go to canva.com. This site allows you to create a logo, image, flyer, banner in a matter of minutes. It doesn't take long at all. So just come here, go and type logo, and then you can just click logo over here. These are templates that you can select from. So here I'm just going to click create blank logo, and then over here from the one that we are copying from, you can see that the logo behind it is, the background is basically black. So what I'm going to do is going to come here, select this, and then choose black, and then we have on it, we have a track. So because the logo I designed is for a construction company, so I'm just going to type track and then search for it, then come here, and then choose this track, and I'll put it on it over here. Now we see we can't see the track right now, so just go to color, and we're going to choose the yellow that we are using. So now that we have our color over here, we can the next thing which we have to do is change the text. It looks a little bit more yellowy, so I'll just click on this and then drag. I'll drag this a little bit, and I'll increase the yellowish. So now it's like this. This is basically how it is. So now the next thing which is there is the name of the company, Allegro. So to do that real quick, I'm just going to go to text, add a heading, drag it here, and then change the color obviously to white so that we can see it. And then inside this we'll type this, and then we'll drag it over here, make it a bit smaller, and then drag it over here. We'll send it somewhere to like 45.5, and then we'll drag it over here. Then go do the same thing, grab another heading. Okay, another heading is here already, so we'll just type the GRO inside it and drag it by this one over here. Now the color of this one has to be this, because you have to select everything, then select the color for it to change. So now that we have this logo here, you can see that it's very similar to what we have over here. So now that you've quickly created your logo and everything, you can just click share over here, download, and then click download again, and then this bar should tell you that now you have your logo ready. So just come over here, click upload, click select files, go to downloads, open, and then now you should have your logo ready. So here we'll just click save all changes, and then if I save changes here and I refresh, oh hold on, I didn't select insert into post. Select files, choose this here, click insert into post, that's very important. Then click save changes, and if I go here and I refresh, now the logo should be there. So now we have to adjust the image weight, so I'm going to send this to 178 and bring this to like 157, and then click save changes. So we go here and we refresh, and the logo is looking straight and it's looking nice. So now that we have the logo and everything sorted out, we can leave this place and then go to the social settings. Now you can make it on the outer, on the inner. So if I press inner and I click save changes, you see that where the logos are is different. So now it's on the contact form, but we don't want it there because when we are copying it, it's not on the login form. So we'll click outer and then we'll click save changes, and then we'll leave the size as medium. We'll leave this as rectangle. If you want as a circle, and click save changes, if you go and refresh, you see that now they will be in a circle, but as we want ours are just rectangle. So now for the social media icon color, we have to change it to the yellow. As you can see, the yellow is already selected, just drag it there. Now the social media icon on hover, when we hover on it, it should be black. So we'll just do this, select black, and then now we have that. So now the social media icon background color, so for the normal background it should be black, and then on hover it should be white. So as you can see here, that's what we've done. So now if I refresh, on normal it's yellow and black, if I hover it's white and black. So now when I scroll down, if you have any of like these platforms for your website, you can enter your account links here and then they will pop up. But for the one that we use over here, we have Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Flickr, and Instagram. So that's we don't have LinkedIn, so I'm going to send that away. We have YouTube, Flickr, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So we just click save changes, come over here, refresh, and then everything is normal. So now we have our links there successfully. If you have the pro version of this plugin, you'll be able to have this this feature called social login, where you can enter the accounts of people like temporarily and then give them a token that will allow them to log in with their social media accounts. But it's only exclusively for the pro version or for the premium version. So when you buy that, then you get that feature. So here we'll go to Google Capture. That's the second thing. The capture thing is like that little feature that you see on websites and mostly on forms that will ask you to verify your identity to check if you're not a robot, and they'll ask you to select some pictures. So I'm not going to be going through this today because we have to go and get your keys, your secret keys, and then your site keys, and it's a whole different process. So I'll show you that in a completely different video. I'm going to go to the export import tab. Now over here, the settings that you've done for this admin custom login, if you like them and you would like to use them in another website, you can export them. So they will be exported as a .json file, or as I like to call them, a .json file. So you click export, and then as you can see, now you have your settings here as a .json file. So whenever you want to use them on a different website, you don't have to go and select all the settings again. No, you just have to go click choose file and then you can import your .json file or your .json file, and then you don't have to start making all those changes and settings all over again. So if you ask me, very convenient. I'll definitely do this if I were you. So I'll go to help and support. If you have any questions, you can ask in their forum, and I'm sure they'll help you. You can donate and rate their plugin, and then if you like what you see, you can click on this and they'll take you to a site where you can get a pro version. So basically, this is basically it. Let's go and you can save changes. Last of all, make sure that everything is okay. Then we can go here and refresh. And as you can see, we've gotten our beautiful login page. So now we've gone from this to this. You can design it however style you like. Remember that if you get a pro version, there are way more different features that you can use. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Please like the video, share it to your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon to be notified about any upcoming videos, and I will surely see you in the next one.